Septimius Severus, born on April 11, 145 CE in Leptis Magna, modern-day Libya, was a prominent Roman emperor who ruled from 193 to 211 CE. His reign marked a significant turning point in the history of the Roman Empire, ushering in the Severan dynasty, which would last until 235 CE. Severus was an African-born emperor, and his rise to power and rule represented both a departure from the traditional Roman aristocracy and a reflection of the increasingly diverse nature of the empire. Septimius Severus came from a prominent Punic family in North Africa. His father, Publius Septimius Geta, was a high-ranking official in the Roman administration, and his mother, Fulvia Pia, hailed from a noble Roman family. Severus received a well-rounded education and embarked on a career in law and military service, rising quickly through the ranks of the Roman bureaucracy. In his early years, Severus served as a praetor and later as a governor of several provinces. His military career was particularly important in shaping his path to the throne. He spent time in the provinces of Pannonia, modern-day Hungary, and Syria, where he demonstrated exceptional leadership and military skill. By the time he was appointed governor of Upper Germany in the late 1800s, Severus was already well positioned to pursue higher ambitions. The year 193 CE was a period of immense turmoil in the Roman Empire, known as the Year of the Five Emperors. Following the assassination of Emperor Commodus on December 31, 192 CE, the empire was thrown into a state of political instability. Commodus's death left a power vacuum, and five individuals, Pertinax, Didius Julianus, Pescennius Niger, Clodius Albinus, and Septimius Severus, vied for control of the empire. After the murder of Commodus, Pertinax, the then prefect of the Praetorian Guard, briefly ascended the throne. However, his attempts at reform angered the soldiers, leading to his assassination after only 3 months in power. In the wake of Pertinax's death, Didius Julianus purchased the imperial throne in an auction by the Praetorian Guard, but his reign was unpopular and short-lived. Severus, who was serving as the governor of the province of Pannonia at the time, was declared emperor by his troops. His forces quickly marched on Rome, and after a series of confrontations with the forces loyal to Julianus, Severus emerged victorious. Julianus was executed, and Severus assumed the imperial throne on April 9, 193 CE, marking the beginning of his reign. Once he became emperor, Severus worked quickly to secure his position. He first defeated rival claimants to the throne, Pescennius Niger, who had been proclaimed emperor in Syria, and Clodius Albinus, who had been declared emperor by his troops in Britain and Gaul. Severus's military prowess was central to his success, as he decisively defeated both challengers. In 194 CE, Severus defeated Pescennius Niger at the Battle of Issus, securing control of the eastern provinces. His victory over Niger solidified his position in the east and reinforced his reputation as a capable military leader. Severus later turned his attention to Clodius Albinus, who had a significant power base in the western provinces. In 197 CE, Severus faced Albinus in a decisive battle near Lugdunum, modern Lyon, where his forces decisively defeated Albinus, who subsequently committed suicide. With these rivals eliminated, Severus was able to strengthen his rule over the empire. He took a number of key steps to ensure the loyalty of the military and the security of the empire. Severus instituted reforms to increase the power and pay of the army, recognizing that his rule depended on the support of the soldiers. His relationship with the army was central to his governance, as he was the first emperor to maintain his hold on power largely through military support rather than senatorial endorsement. As emperor, Severus implemented a series of military, political, and administrative reforms aimed at stabilizing and strengthening the empire. One of his most significant reforms was his emphasis on the military. Severus nearly doubled the pay of soldiers, which secured their loyalty and helped maintain order within the empire. He also reorganized the legions, creating a more professional and disciplined military force that could respond more effectively to internal and external threats. Severus also made significant changes to the governance of the empire. He increased the centralization of power in the imperial court, diminishing the role of the Senate. The Senate, which had traditionally held significant influence in Roman politics, found its power further curtailed as Severus appointed loyal supporters to key positions. His reliance on the army over the traditional aristocracy reflected the increasing militarization of Roman politics during this period. Additionally, Severus pursued an ambitious building program, particularly in Rome and the provinces. He sought to enhance the prestige of the imperial family and promote Roman unity by constructing public buildings, temples, and monuments. His most notable architectural project was the rebuilding of the Temple of Jupiter, Optimus Maximus, on the Capitoline Hill, which symbolized the enduring power of the Roman state. Severus's reign also saw the expansion of the empire's borders. In the east, he waged a successful campaign against the Parthian Empire, achieving a significant victory in 198 CE. The Roman conquest of the Parthian capital, Ctesiphon, marked the high point of Severus's military career and temporarily established Roman dominance in the region. In the west, Severus worked to consolidate Roman control over the provinces of Britain and Africa. Septimius Severus's personal life was marked by his relationship with his family. He married Julia Domna, a member of a prominent Syrian family, in 187 CE. Julia Domna played a significant role in her husband's reign, serving as a confidant and advisor. The couple had two sons, Carus and Geta, both of whom were groomed for future leadership. Severus's dynastic ambitions were realized in his decision to make both of his sons co-emperors. In 198 CE, Carus was made Caesar and later became his co-emperor, while Geta was appointed to a similar position. Severus's intention was to create a smooth transition of power and establish a hereditary monarchy, securing the future of the Severan dynasty. However, the relationship between Carus and Geta was fraught with tension. In 211 CE, shortly after Severus's death, a violent struggle erupted between the two brothers over control of the empire. Carus ultimately had Geta murdered, consolidating power for himself before his own death later that same year. Septimius Severus died on February 4, 211 CE, while campaigning in Britain. He had ruled for 18 years, a period marked by military triumphs, reforms, and consolidation of imperial power. Severus was succeeded by his sons Carus and Geta, but the dynasty he established would soon face internal conflict and external threats, eventually leading to the decline of the Severan dynasty after a few generations. Severus's legacy is that of a soldier emperor who prioritized military strength and centralized authority, laying the foundation for the later dominance of the military in Roman politics. His reign marked the beginning of a period of relative stability, but also set the stage for the challenges that would confront the empire in the 3rd century. The Severan dynasty, while short-lived, represented a shift in imperial governance that would shape the future of the Roman Empire.